So then I said, I'm so hungry I could eat Joshua long.
What a story. Does Josh know about that?
I think so, right?
Yeah,
I think I
you
probably
told
told
me
you
that.
that like 5 times.
No, you
already.
actually only told me it once, and I was
Oh.
like, "What are you talking about?" The first time.
Shout out.
You didn't give me the context.
You just said don't say anybody's name, and I almost immediately went. So Josh told me that one of my current coworkers was a former coworker at the Clayton Harry. I believe Clayton Harry.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, I'm just like standing around like normal chit chat with my coworkers, and then out of nowhere I say, I'm so hungry I could eat Josh long, and she just stared at me like bewildered.
Someone I know?
Yeah, you know them.
What's their name?
No, I was just curious.
I mean, we're not saying anything bad, so really it's not like.
No, it's only if you say something like you're having sex with Japanese prostitutes that I have to bleep it out.
Yeah, but it happens.
Are you bleeping that out right now?
No.
That was just an example. No one's ever done that.
Yeah, never.
Ever. In the history
Not
of
some
the
kid.
world.
No.
Just like how, thankfully, no one was at the Diddy parties. Everyone always says they left right before them.
Diddy blood. Guys, we're here with the exclusive Josh and Freeman interview.
This is a long time in the making. Ever since the beginning of the podcast, there's been talks about this. Everybody wants to know what's going on. Loyal viewers at home, we got them.
It's a little bit of a war room. You know, we've got a quiet September Thursday night. We're just going to talk about what's going on in the world.
Shit. Let me tell you what's going on in my world. Have you guys ever seen the show, is it My 600-Pound Life? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, you know the, just like this architectural 600-pound face of a woman, a white woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how, like, the big puffy
Mhm.
forehead, small eyes, cat face, right?
That extra fat got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
It's gotta go somewhere.
It definitely, it finds a way. However, there is this girl in my implementations and assessment course, public health and wellness degree, that I've had class with for the past like 3 semesters, and she looks exactly like one of the big stars of that show, Tammy.
I know Tammy.
Yeah.
I've seen clips.
You guys know names like that? I've never seen
You
it.
know
I've seen
Tammy?
zero media of My 600-Pound Life.
I've seen clips.
Yeah.
Trent, why don't you pull it up for us?
Trent.
Oh, Trent's at home. But
Is
anyway.
Is it the My 600-Pound Life or the 600-Pound Sisters?
Dude,
She's from the
true.
600-Pound Sisters.
Okay.
Tammy.
Okay.
Well,
Making sure I'm not mixing up the two.
I know they're the same show.
You're 600-pound lore.
He's
Yeah,
into
I've
that
seen
stuff.
clips.
They kind of
YouTube
like
shorts.
They kind of like picked 2 different weights or something.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't one of them just gain the 650-pound sisters?
Mhm.
God forbid.
There you go.
They were not dedicated.
There you go.
They're pretty dedicated. They're-
I feel like it'd be hard to like maintain that kind of weight though.
I mean,
They do a pretty good job at it. They seem to be having an all right
well,
time.
Tammy actually lost a ton of weight. If you like look at her now, I think she's like under 200.
Viewers at home, give a round of applause to Tammy for My 600-Pound Life.
Absolutely. Somebody that can lose that kind of weight. Incredible.
Big daps. Also, shout out Leon, the GOAT.
I love Leon.
I thought he was dead.
Dude, I
People
remember
were
you
telling
told
me
me
that he was
that.
dead. People told me he died. They were pulling the wool over my eyes. I thought a good friend was dead.
Zero clue who that is.
Yeah, who's Leon?
Leon, he used to work at the Deptford
okay.
area with us.
I see.
He was a heavier set guy, but he was the nicest guy you could have ever met.
Unless
That's
you made
usually
him
the
work
case.
night shifts.
Unless you made him work nights. I did that a few
Then he
times,
was
and then
mean
he
as
was not
fuck.
happy.
Then he was
Tried to keep him in the morning.
He was mean. He had a kid named Turtle.
That's not real. I don't believe you.
No, swear to God.
His
On everything.
his child was named
Oh,
Turtle.
he had a child.
His
Yeah.
child was named Turtle.
Is that a boy name or a girl name?
Boy.
It's a little bit
Back to the
androgynous.
story about Tammy in my class. So just some background. The Rowan parking situation is so bad.
Dude, it's like a city over there.
I
It's
didn't
hard.
realize how bad it was. Because when
It's
I...
hard.
This year it's so much worse than it ever
I know,
has been.
right?
It's so bad. When I went there years ago, it was... You could get there like 11:30, and you'd have a little bit of a struggle, but you'd find something.
Mhm.
I was trying to find a spot at 9:20 yesterday. I I did actually. I was gonna say I
And the
did.
crazy part is you have to pay for parking, and it's not.
Yeah.
I fork over
$130.
$80.
$130 to park. No
It's
park.
insane.
And when you fill out the form to buy the parking pass, it says right there, right before you pay, this does not guarantee you get a parking spot.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. And they'll give you a ticket so fast if you park illegally.
My only ticket I've ever gotten in the history of my life was because I parked on one of those side streets, like the residential streets in Rowan, for less than 7 minutes. I parked, went, picked up Desiree, went back to my car. There was a ticket. I never saw the guy write it, and it was less than 7 minutes. I was so mad.
He was probably sitting there watching you park.
Dude, I drove over to the police station and was like, can anyone help me? And they were like, no, sorry, nothing we can do. There was 4 people in there. 4 people behind the desk working on stuff. But they were all just sitting there. Like, it didn't look like they were doing anything. Speaking of that police station,
This just in. Freeman defund the police.
no, I love
I'm
police.
perfectly fine with
I love
defunding the
police. I
Glassboro
just don't
police.
like Glassboro police.
I'm not sure how much the Glassboro police are doing, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, dude, there was just a shooting right outside of Rowan. But we'll get into that after you finish up.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's like a single officer. Never that deep. But, no, my dad got into an accident. Not his fault, by the way.
Not his
2,
fault.
actually, within like the
Clarify
past 3
that.
years in Glassboro. And we needed a police report for our insurance. And on the Glassboro website, it says that it'll take 5 business days. The first one we got within like, it was like 15 business days. And then the second one was 19, I want to say. And my mom had to call and harass the police chief because eventually your insurance looks at you and goes, well, there's no police report, so there's nothing we can do. So you have to harass them, and then they tell you it will be ready, and it's never ready. So I don't know what they do over there. But it's not police reports.
And it's definitely not stopping shooters outside of Rowan University. That's
I know it's a big city. All like police departments struggle, but it's very frustrating that I got a ticket for parking for 7 minutes.
They're too busy.
They were
giving
too
people
too
parking
too fast to
tickets.
give me a ticket, but can't write up a police report.
It's because they're all out giving out tickets. They don't have anybody back at the station.
Except 4 people. They're just standing around doing nothing. Anyway, back to my 600-pound life. So there's no parking at Rowan. So I did a strat where I park at the farthest parking lot on Ella Street, and I take the Rowan shuttle bus to wherever class I need to go. So I take that bus, and it saves me like 30 minutes of time, which is nice. But after class, I'm going on the shuttle. I'm waiting at the shuttle stop, and here comes Tammy from my 600-pound life, and she's like, "You're in that class that I was just in, right?" And I'm like, "Yep." It's like, "Do you want to hit this?" And pulls out a fucking cart.
That's
The
so
weed
tough,
pen, and
bro.
I'm like, no, I probably shouldn't. And she's like, "Why not?" And I'm like, I could say because I don't know you and your face is disgusting. I don't want to tap that shit. But I'll just say that I have work later. And then she's like, I didn't say that to her, but I told her I had work. She's like, "Oh yeah, you don't want to be doing this before work, you know. They're smart." And I'm like, "Thanks." She's like, "Can I have your number?" And I'm like, "Why?" And
No.
and she's like, "Well, we're in a few classes together," and I just thought, why not? And I'm like, okay, because I figured she said it was for class, so hopefully she doesn't text me about anything else.
Also, you don't want to be in like those
Yeah.
awkward situations.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's a
It's like I have 3 classes with this girl, all of them in person, and all of them she sits a row in front of me.
Like you can definitely keep it like respectable.
Civil.
Respond to text. Very like one word answers. Make it
I
sure that you're
have
not interested,
emojis.
but you don't have to be like mean about it. You can be very nice and straight to the point. Leave it at that.
Yeah.
And also, you have a girlfriend, so you just say, "Oh no, I'm dating someone," and then they'll probably leave you alone.
very wise for him.
That's a great response. But she did end up procuring my number, and
Procuring.
used
That's
that
a
power
10-point word right there.
procuring is not a letter word, bro.
Dude, that's,
I think you made that word
10-point
up.
word.
yeah, that's like a crazy Scrabble pull.
What?
You
I think you made that word up.
Procure?
No, I tried to.
Said 10-point word, jackass. Hold your mic close to your mouth.
Do I actually have to?
Yes, please.
Okay. She triple texted me in the first day. I still haven't responded. And then like, this past class period, I get to class first, like 15 minutes early. I'm the first one in there, and then she walks behind me, and I hear like really loud stomps.
Like the dinosaur in Jurassic Park. You saw your glass of water. You saw the ripples going.
Can you crack me one of them? And she looks at me and she's like, and her face is giant, so her whole face lifts up when she smiles. It's super funny. I feel like a dick, like shit talking, but it's just prevalent to right now. And I'm like, what's up? And she's still on delivered and read from the past week, and fucking, she said, you know, if you're ever sad, listen to WWE intros. And I'm like,
is she autistic?
Let me pull up the text. It says that. It's really funny. Unsaved numbers, by the way.
No. Oh wait, she didn't say that to you. She texted you that.
She texted it to me.
The crying, laughing's rough, dude.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
crazy.
It is rough. And then she turned around when it was just me and her in the class, and she's like, pick a number 1 to 52. And I'm like, I said 43. That was the number I picked. Because I didn't want to be basic and just go from a number 1 to 10, or my favorite number, which is 13. Because I was born June 13th.
You know who else's favorite number is 13?
Who?
Taylor Swift.
Bang.
I'm pretty sure it's Taylor Swift.
Jeb is
Really?
Taylor Swift. I think you're right, Freeman.
Yeah, that's really what I
You know
need
who
to
else
know
has
right
been in? You know who else has been in the NFL? This is their 13th season. Probably their last season. Travis Kelce.
Let's go.
Way.
He needs some.
Anyway.
I don't know why I know all this. I just
So
thought
the
it was
reason
funny.
she asked me to name a number 1 to 53 was
52?
because, oh yeah, 52. For the entire class period, she watched a WWE event. Like I saw her scroll through 52 links of different WWE events, and then she clicked one, and it was the 43rd one, and she just watched it the whole class. She sits right in front of the teacher, and she's just glued to fucking Vince McMahon and Chris Jericho talking in the ring at like a fucking WWE SummerSlam. It was the funniest shit ever. Cause I'm watching it too. During the fucking lecture. I'm 3 seats back. I'm just like, ooh, damn, he just got hit. Anyway, that's just a story, guys. Damn, my 600-pound sister, bullshit, whatever it is, definitely has a crush on me, and definitely, I don't even know. She
wants you to
horrible,
hit.
by the way.
She wants you to hit her with her chair.
She wants that super slam.
I don't think I can. Anyway, so what's new with you guys? Let's talk to Josh.
Let's hear.
Quiet.
Let's get the Josh segment going.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. We lured you here.
I know. I was very unprepared for this.
I was
He
also
just,
very
He was just like,
unprepared.
come over. And then
He asked me if I could come over at 8, and I said sure.
Yeah, no one was here at 8.
I was like.
Yeah, that's not true. I was here at like 8:05.
You're here at 8:18, bro.
Close enough.
Anyway, I'm not even that punctual myself, so I can't talk.
Yeah, I was the first one here.
Yeah, dude.
I used to be bad.
Yeah, because you had to drive an hour to get Julian.
Got hit with the Michael Time allegations. That was rough.
Michael Time is so funny, especially like.
Exactly, bro. It's so much work talked. I'm late and I got called out for it, and that one stung a little bit. That was a long time ago.
You did get hit with the Michael Time allegations. To the
Fucking God
max.
forbid I have to go drive to Millville and back every single hangout.
Yeah, that must have been a little rough.
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
I actually live 20 minutes from Millville, so if Julian was still here,
I offered to drive him home a handful of times. I think I might have once or twice. But like when he would tell me, no, I'm good, such a relief.
right? He's
'cause
like
he
the
was-
guy
that's
at
'cause
the
he was-
hangout. It's like, I don't know how I'm gonna get home tonight.
And you guys were much closer with Julian than I was. I was just trying to be like
Yeah.
nice.
So Clayton is kind of close to Millville, like compared to Thetford.
Yeah, I mean, it's about 30 minutes away, give or take.
It was about the same.
There you go.
There you go.
But
So, viewers at home, we'd just like to thank our sponsors, Mega Carp from Golden Road Brewing, Coors Light, and Mike's Hard Lemonade. Thank you for
Shout out
sponsoring us.
to Mr. Liquor, Deptford. Shout out to Mr. Liquor off the Black Horse Pike in Turnersville, right by the Turnersville Auto Mall.
There you go.
Shout out to Mr. Liquor. Shout out to Snow Beer.
Shout out.
All right, I'm gonna make a statement, and I want you guys to tell me if you think it's true or false.
Let's hear it.
If you and someone have differing opinions and there's conflict between you, it is unethical for you to not attempt to convince them of your side. Not like berating them, but in a constructive way, argue your side and sort of embrace that conflict.
so I don't think it's exactly true or false, but I'm one who loves to debate and argue. I think it's more about understanding the other person's position and being respectful about the other person's position. Because there's definitely like two sides to arguments, and both have their points, and it's just recognizing the other side and understanding where they're coming from.
I absolutely agree with that, Freeman. It's
So, sorry for interrupting. So the question was, it's unethical to try to convince them?
yeah.
To not.
No, the focus of the question isn't the right way to argue or the right way to have a conflict, but more so, it's wrong if someone says something and your opinion is completely opposite, if you just let them believe their opinion.
Well, I think like at a certain point, like there's almost like no point.
That
Some
is true.
people,
There's
like-
only so much you can do.
Yeah.
It also depends on who it is, because if
Yeah,
it's some
I
like
agree.
random person down the street like ranting, I'm not gonna go over there and be like, actually. But if it's like one of you guys,
Yeah.
I'll be
I
like
think-
one of the first people to be like, well, have you thought about this?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
completely different.
I think it depends on the context of the situation, one, which is kind of a cop-out answer. But I also think that the person needs to be open to the idea of change rather than just trying to remain. Because, like, if some dude just comes up to me and starts blabbering on about. I won't say. Never mind. Tries to blabber at me about why something is better than something else. And I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Go away. It's just going to make me mad. So, I don't know. I think you have to be open to it. And if not, you're wasting
like-
your time and theirs.
If you want a specific example that comes up all the time, something like abortion, where both sides have their viewpoints and both sides can definitely like, it's just understanding both sides. I don't know if
I
that
agree
makes sense.
completely.
I agree.
Because both sides, I think, have valid arguments in that, but people get so defensive because they get so emotional about it that it becomes a fight about my side's right, your side's wrong, versus, hey, this is clearly a very complicated issue with no right or wrong answer.
And I think that's proven by the fact that it's decades and decades of there's still not exact, like it's still in the middle. There's still no
Yeah,
absolute
absolutely.
answer.
It's a very difficult situation to approach because there's so many nuances and different situations that can occur. So it's hard to give this one's definitely right, this one's definitely wrong, but understanding like where somebody's coming from, I think, is the most important part.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of reminds me of a conversation that Josh and I had coming home from Nick's house that one night. We were talking about how we don't really blame Republicans for trying to stay at the top of the tax bracket.
Oh,
we
yeah.
don't.
Yeah, we were talking about this.
We don't really blame
Yeah.
because, like, obviously you have the money, you're gonna want to keep it. You're like between. What'd you say?
Basically, I was like, if you had the option to like make an extra $60,000 a year, like not have to take out your taxes, like obviously you're gonna take that, like almost no matter what, like the cons are to that. You know.
Absolutely. And it's also, especially if you have a background of either you earn that money or if you inherited it and your parents earned it or whoever earned it, to just all of a sudden you're supposed to think, oh, I should just give this away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can talk about the morality of it
Mm-hmm.
versus the what's right for yourself. Like, I don't blame someone for choosing what's right for themselves versus what's right for, I guess, your fellow countrymen. Because there's a lot to be said on this topic, but I don't think this is the platform to do it on. You know, nobody's saying anything. And
I mean,
just
well,
kinda
I was letting you.
I think
finish
that's
your
really the
speech.
reality of all conflict, or the reality of all morality is its perspective. In one of my classes the other day, we were talking about like how would you achieve a world? What steps are there to go through and have a world without conflict? And I think that the reality of it is you would have to somehow have every single person be able to look at someone else and consider their perspective, stepping in their shoes, which is it's not feasible.
That's never
It's
gonna
hard.
happen.
It's not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
Like,
But also, we're never gonna have a world without conflict.
Mhm.
But also, conflict is what it's necessary. It's you're not if there's no conflict, there's no change, and that's where I think that's what ties into the ethics of creating a disagreement with someone for a constructive purpose, to have a conversation, because that's what really is going to lead to change in our world.
Yeah, and it's okay to have different perspectives too, and I think people need to understand that. Like, there's not one right way or one wrong way. There's just different ways of achieving the same goal. Like, I think at the end of the day, both people are trying to achieve a better place to live. We're just doing it in different ways.
I would argue it's one of the most important skills to have as a human being is to be able to step into somebody else's shoes and see their perspective and
Oh,
respectfully disagree.
There you go, dude. I just forgot what I was going to say.
My bad.
I'm going to interrupt the person that starts talking next when I remember what I was going to say. What was it? All right.
We're all waiting for him to.
Well, I'm waiting. Dude, you must be loving your new class with that one guy.
Dude, it's like
You're loving it.
I am. I'm gonna grab my notebook.
are you talking about your professor that said that one thing or no?
Yeah. What did I say?
Dude, that's fucking great. Who does he think he is to like? You're talking about that one, like
I'm trying to remember what he said.
like about after like the incident happened, or no? You're not talking about him.
Oh, what, the email?
Yeah, or you're not talking about the professor.
I didn't think. No, that is the professor. I really didn't think the email was that bad.
I just like he what is he, like a computer or something teacher?
It's the class is computers and society, but what well going into the class I was camera turned off. Does that every 30 minutes, guys? Don't worry.
Oh, yeah, I remember what I was going to say.
All right, thank you. Thank God.
So, you know, perspective and having to relate to it. That's why, like, I'm so over the right and left as just two options. You know, I feel like a lot of people can agree with this. It's like
Yeah.
having to choose support money to Israel.
Well, I completely agree with that in terms of like cultural issues, like between like left and right. Like, unfortunately, like, you're never gonna change someone's opinion on like culture stuff. I feel like, right? But at the end of the day, like that's so much less important than like just trying to like live a good life and make enough money. Like that stuff is way more important than what bathrooms people go in and stuff like that. I think
That does remind me
we
of
put
it,
way too
Josh.
much importance on that stuff, and I think that's like by design.
Yeah.
You know, they do that so we don't have to argue about. I mean, not to. I'm gonna say it like.
Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, they do that in order for their like rich to like get us to not pay attention to like how much money they're stealing from us.
We
Without
had
a
a
doubt.
great conversation about this exact topic, but the footage got lost somehow.
Somehow.
We don't know
Dude,
what
that
happened
is
to
talent
it.
here.
Somebody.
But we had a great conversation about manufactured conflict and how the media. I'll let Mike take this one because he definitely knows more about it.
I don't know that much about it, but it's more so just like there's such an emphasis on if you had a graph of the overlap in views between parties, and you looked at the past decades, if you look at it by decades of the two-party system, you would watch the overlap in ideals just get wider and
Separate.
Yeah,
separate.
yeah.
The idea where these ideas get further and further apart, and you could argue, oh, maybe people are changing, times are changing, everybody's becoming more radical, but I think the reality of it is we're being pushed towards that. We're being radicalized and polarized. Polarized is a good word to describe it. Where it's there's only two sets, and you can't be in the middle, and everybody on the other side is wrong.
Yeah, I agree with that, especially because if you want just like news, all your news media is one side or the other. There's not even a kind of in the middle. Everything has their own twist to it, so it's hard to get just facts without having some sort of bias thrown on it.
And media and companies have like a very big like incentive to create like the most like biased and like polarizing headlines because that gets more clicks, more like ad revenue. So like
It's just
like that's one of
manufactured.
yeah,
That's where the money is.
yeah.
There you go. It is sad. It's not right. Using fear and like, I definitely think that these events should be definitely publicized, but it gets to a point where it's like, it's all you see, and
It's almost a hopeless feeling of like
Oh, yeah.
on this individual level. What are we gonna do? We're gonna sit on a couch
Nothing.
and put up a YouTube video that 8 people are gonna watch.
No, it might
Not
be
that
more
that's the
than
point of this. Not that we're trying to change minds, change the world, but
guys on couches, we love you so much.
what a
Keep being
commentary.
you. That's all you can do in this world. But
Going back to politics and cutting in here real quick.
for sure.
Everyone talks so much shit on the two-party system, and I agree, it's horrible. But how would you fix the two-party system? If
What I
you
would
took out
do is-
Republican and the Democrats, regardless of like how you want to fix it, so you split it up into quarters, Republicans and Democrats kind of force at least like half the country in one way, half the country in the other way. So you're like appealing to at least half the country. Where if you split it up more, you might only appeal to like a third of the country.
Well, let's look at that.
Well, I mean,
That is
I don't
true.
think that's inherently true.
Really?
I mean, I
I can see the argument of
Because it's like, sorry to interrupt, but it's having to choose between your own lesser of two evils. So I don't agree with the halves. Like this past election, it was Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump. Well, I got here Kamala versus Trump, and I remember just thinking about it for so long. I'm like, well, neither of these guys have my.
yeah, like,
I don't like either of them. I hate them both.
and then
I
what they
don't
say
like
is
either
a third party vote. It's like it's not voting at
Yeah,
all.
it's like throwing your vote away, and it's like, on one hand, I don't even think voting works. I think that it's all a fucking scam, and that's
That's
we don't
a
have
whole
that's a
different
whole-
conversation.
Yeah, that's a whole
But-
other conversation.
But let's say it isn't a scam and it does work. How do you fix?
Let's
the
say
two
your
parties?
vote
I
matters,
think that
Joe.
we utilize our senators more, and
Yeah,
we
I
go
agree.
by policy rather than just you can elect a guy that fucks porn stars, or you can elect the least qualified person. Well, both of them are. Kamala and Trump are not fucking president material. I'm sorry, neither of them are.
I don't even know anything about it.
They both sucked Israel's cock.
I agree with that for different reasons, but yeah.
I want to hear your reasons.
Tell
Let's
us,
hear it,
Joe.
because I'm not really like that good at
Well,
explaining it.
I
that's-
think
to
that
be
they're
honest.
just much better candidates, and we got forced
Yeah,
on
well,
to like just what the Republicans would
I'm
want and
Yang
what
Gang.
the Democrats would want.
Well, I would say
Any
well,
other Yang Gangers?
Yang.
I like him, but
Actually,
he's,
liked him
I've heard
until he
Yang
called
talk. I
it
don't
the
think he.
hideous roach.
he's Asian. So I like him. I honestly don't know anything about him. I just know he claims to be in the middle or something like that.
But I mean, even for like the primaries, where all like the Republicans came together and talked, Trump didn't even show up and won.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like
'cause
he
they,
didn't show up.
Well, I mean, because like,
they
he had
know
a
they don't have a
guaranteed win.
chance.
I mean,
And then you have the left where they like
yeah. Well,
they didn't even have an election.
But
for
they
a
really didn't
primary
have
the
an
one year.
opportunity to. Like, they had like 100-something days to like pick somebody, or like
Yeah.
until election.
My
And
boy Bernie got screwed over.
Dude,
in
Dude.
tell
the
me about
Bernie,
that.
like-
I love Bernie Sanders, and he got fucked out of the
I know.
Democratic primary.
That's why like I hate the Democrats. 'cause,
That's
like,
why I hate the Democrats. That's
there's-
why I can't
'cause-
identify as them.
But even it's the same thing with both parties, where it's like, oh, there's all these people, but at the end of the day, everybody knows it's going to be this person is going to be the person who actually runs, and everybody else is going to kiss the ring and endorse them, and that's who they're going to push for.
You saw it with J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance was anti-Trump until it was election time, and then he was the vice president.
That's every election.
Yeah.
I forgot he was vice president. Like I was scrolling Twitter, and it was like J.D. Vance says this about.
I love the
I was
meme
like,
of him.
I was like,
I
oh
think it's
yeah.
so funny.
He's going to be the one that runs for president.
2028.
Absolutely.
You think?
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like he's so like.
Most vice presidents
I
run
feel like
for
he has like
president.
negative aura, but like who else are they gonna run?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, for the
Don
Republicans,
Jr.?
I would love to see
I hope it's-
Ramaswamy run.
Ramaswamy haven't even won New York yet, but I think he will run, and then I think he's going to get killed.
I mean, he was
I mentioned
with
that on
Charlie
the
Kirk for a
deleted-
while too.
I mentioned that on the deleted podcast as well, that I predicted that.
Lock that back in. Go as your full statement.
Yeah, it is. It is September 25th at 9:33. I think that Vivek Ramaswamy is going to be murdered after he either like before the New York election or after he wins it. I think he's going to be found dead. You heard it here first on Guys on Couches.
See, I definitely have like more conservative beliefs, but it's hard to even align myself with like the right, and like it's definitely hard to align myself with the left. There's just no group that is easy to align with because they don't feel like they're fighting for me. They don't
It's
feel like
time
they're
after
fighting for
time,
a
yeah.
better America.
That was
They
very
say,
well said.
"Hey, look, we'll make things better," and then things never get better. Like we're still waiting.
I want to speak on that point where it's like the Republican Party thinks that you owe them their vote without having to do anything, and then they make all these promises like we're going to deport illegal immigrants to give Americans jobs. All right, they deported illegal immigrants while also like just doing the most. The ICE raids right now are insanely just like crazily bad. I see videos, they just fucking kidnap
Did you
these
see that
people.
the like last week they held this like 5-year-old girl like
They
by
used a
hostage
5-year-old as a hostage.
to lure that
Yeah.
out, and they got him like 2 days later. But like
It's
they like didn't let the
crazy.
5-year-old girl go back in the house.
Meanwhile, you have them classifying the people who are trying to fight back against ICE as domestic terrorists.
Oh,
Yeah.
You see that anti-ice bullet thing?
Mhm.
That shit is so fake.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know what it is.
Anti-ice on the bullet. Nobody says anti-ice. They say either like fuck ice or
Yeah.
something else.
Right after the whole Charlie Kirk thing, where the
Yeah.
engravings were like, "C's bulge in pants, ooh," which I think is so funny too.
That's awful, dude.
Yeah.
They like engraving bullets. I don't know what to say.
There's
What, the
just
CIA.
there's so much that we could go into on that, but what was I saying?
You're talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh yeah, it's like so they deport all these illegal immigrants to give Americans jobs, and then they approve like
You're a big fan of that bill.
like hundreds of thousands of H-1B visas so that they can import Indian workers, which is like, I don't know how, like, it recently changed where Trump did something where it's a $100,000 fee to get an H-1B visa now.
I did see that where
Which
you can
is-
basically buy your visa.
No, it was always like that. The charge
But it
used
was
to be like
$1,000.
$1,000.
It used to be $1,000. They fucking
Oh.
multiplied it by 100.
I don't know.
They want the money back in the. Got to pay down that deficit somehow.
That shit is never happening.
That's
It
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
never happening.
What's even
I-
the point of like keeping track? of
doesn't
it
even matter anymore.
I have a feeling
We're gonna
that-
pay China back.
I'm sorry. Like, do you remember when like Doge was trying to call these things like because of the deficit, and then the big beautiful bill got passed, and like it's gonna increase the deficit by $2.5 trillion in the next 10 years at the very least.
Yeah.
I
I
just think
don't
it's
really
hypocritical.
understand the big beautiful bill, but I've heard of how like absolutely terrible it was.
And it's also like oh, this is the worst thing that's ever gonna happen. We have to keep this from getting passed, and then it gets passed, and then everybody just kind of forgot.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's so much stuff in the news cycle nowadays that like something crazy that happened, like people forget in like a week.
And that's
Like,
also
nobody knows.
that's a product of us. That's a product of what is going to sell. Because once the outrage of it is over, you need to find something, the next outrageous thing that people are going to be mad about and read and click on.
Or maybe you could say that it's a distraction from the news. They don't report on it anymore, so that people don't get mad at it. So they're like,
Speaking
wow,
about the
nice.
news, what about the Epstein files?
"Yeah, dude."
Sure,
Again,
never get
everybody
released.
just kind of forgot about it, but it was just passed over.
Did you guys see that bronze statue outside of the White House of
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Trump and Epstein holding hands?
How'd that get there?
Wait, what?
Yeah, dude. I don't know how
Somebody
that
put like
got
a
there.
bronze statue of them holding hands, like on the was it White House?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Like, how did that just get there? Had to be Mossad. There's no way like that stayed there for so long.
How big? Why does it look huge?
It does look huge.
It is huge.
It's massive. Where the fuck
Yeah,
did that
dude.
come from?
I have no idea.
You're telling me no one had cameras?
It was on
no one
National
could see that?
Friendship Day.
In honor of Friendship Month, we celebrate. I can't read that. I'm getting emails from Timo, guys.
From who?
Timo.
Timu.
Getting hit with the Timo emails.
Oh, I became a TA today. Teacher's assistant.
Oh, shit, really?
What class?
Yeah.
What class?
Implement and assessment, the one I was talking about earlier. My professor wanted to speak to me after class today, and I went to her office, and she's like, "You've been really performing well. You've been a student of mine for the past 3 semesters. I wanted to ask if you wanted to be my TA for this class." And basically what that entails is my email is who people email if they need help with the class, which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
It comes with the service hours for the semester are all done already, which is nice, and some credits.
Nice, dude. Is that just this semester, or is that?
Just a semester, I think, but I'm definitely open to doing it more.
Is that the class with the heavyset lady in it?
Tammy? Yeah.
So you get to watch WWE with her?
Yeah, I get to watch WWE all class.
Dude.
I gotta find out which one is Stone Cold versus The Undertaker because I know that was.
Wait till she figures out, because then she'll start emailing you instead of texting you.
Ugh. Don't even say that.
She asked for help.
Yeah. Ugh. Yuck. What a privilege we have to be alive and.
Dude, let's get into it, dude. We talked about that we were texting about that earlier.
Yeah, dude. I was just sitting here. I was sitting right where Freeman is sitting. That's my spot. I just sit there whenever I'm alone, and I'm just thinking. I threw on Berserk. I'm doing schoolwork, and then I'm like, this fucking sucks.
Did you finish Berserk?
I'm on my second watch, so yeah. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, I really hate this so much. I hate doing schoolwork. I hate eating fucking pizza rolls all day.
You don't hate eating pizza rolls.
No, I don't. But it's like at the time I was just getting fed up. I got my campfire sound effects going all the time, 24/7, and it's like it's the only attachment that I have left to nature in this environment. It's like
Campfire sound effects over detective sound effects?
no, it's either one or the other. But I was watching.
No, but I mean
Berserk.
like you pick the
Oh.
campfire effects over Berserk.
Sometimes, yeah.
Damn.
But if I'm reading, I do detective stuff, detective sound effects. Anyway, back to it. It's like we get to sit here and ponder about self-fulfillment when other people are getting starved to death. It's like, man, maybe it's not so bad. Maybe doing schoolwork and eating pizza rolls isn't the worst
It's
thing that
not
could be
bad.
happening right now.
That's true.
I thought you were going to go a level deeper with this and say that we're all lucky to be alive because we were like one in however many sperm cells that made it. That's really where I thought you were going to go, and like the miracle that like that happened and that we were born here instead of like another country. I think I read somewhere
the
like
fucking geographical
it's almost
wide
like-
lottery.
It's
over 50% likely that you spawn in India.
They have
It's
2
India or
billion
China.
people.
The
Yeah,
odds are
India or
pretty
China.
low.
So
I wouldn't mind living in China.
I'm just happy I'm not in a
You're
PvP
falling
server.
for the
you know?
propaganda.
No, I'm not.
You think he's falling for the
I
propaganda?
don't think it's as good as it seems.
It looks pretty
I don't
cool.
know. The Instagram
looks-
reels are making it sound pretty good.
No, dude.
I'm getting hit with-
I got
getting
I
hit
would be
with-
a factory owner and I would have a bunch of kids.
Would they be your
Like
kids?
you,
or
like
other
you would
people's
have a
kids?
bunch of children, or like you would employ a bunch of children.
No, like, you know, like
Gotta be a little
like, you
specific.
can only have 2 children. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'll take the third one from every. Like,
You would
family.
just take everybody else's
You're
extras.
procuring an army, dude.
You can do that here. You know, you don't have to move to China for that.
No, dude.
It feels different.
At PVI, me and Michael knew a bunch of those third Chinese boys and girls.
Which I didn't realize that.
Yeah. When did you learn that they were all
Like,
sent
when-
here because otherwise they'd be
Isn't
dead?
PBI like a Catholic school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
We had so many Chinese.
Were they all like
Exchange
adopted?
students.
Like all adopted, or
No, their parents lived in China. They got sent to America to live. Like we had people that would post it up in penthouses that just lived here.
no, really?
Yeah.
It's kind of
But I knew a girl at PVI who was just like, she was like adopted young,
Really?
adopted here. Now, like, because I think they're like exchange students where like their parents send them away. Like I knew a girl who was just, she got put up for adoption, and it was actually my middle school math teacher, like just adopted her from China, and I ended up going to high school with her.
Interesting.
My mom used to work at like this church babysitting kind of thing where they would go to church and then a lot of kids would go there after school. And one of the girls she had was younger. I mean, this was like before she was in preschool, so she was probably like 3, 4. But she came over from China, and she had so many issues. She had like worms and a bunch of other things, and they just didn't want her there. Like it's very common because you can only have such limited children that if they get a girl, they just like throw them away.
Shit.
Like in like the most literal sense, like throw them away.
Yeah, dude, I can only think of one PVI exchange student that was a guy, and then the rest were girls.
So it's very common for them to be like, oh, well, I didn't have a son. Time to try again.
Shit. Suffering from success, the Chinese. That's great. But, well, not the suffering
Dude,
part.
what?
Not the suffering part. Not the
Suffering from success.
They have so much manpower that they gotta give them away.
Yeah, but you gotta think though, like trying to date over there is probably like impossible.
Truth.
Shit.
Do you think that
I
they're
almost said something bad.
Do you think that they're becoming fully actualized people, Jeb, over there? Do you think that their
No, I
physical
think
needs are
they-
fulfilled so that they're able to chase after the higher levels of needs?
No, I don't think so. And here's why. I think that the competition for work is too great, you know?
But what if you lived in the part of China where you're just like, just kind of chilling at
The coastal cities? 'Cause
No.
that's what I hear is like the only. I thought about it. I thought about China a lot. I know their cars suck. They literally just blow up sometimes.
What do you mean, bro?
I thought they were
Chinese
good cars.
EVs
I would-
blow up.
I
I thought that's why we banned them is because they're so good. Like we can't compete.
Yeah.
No, we banned them because they light on fire.
I think
I
Job's
would,
falling for
I
propaganda.
would push the Xiaomi, bro.
The
Put me-
Xiaomi?
put-
You know more about cars than I do, so if I'm wrong,
Bro, put me in the Huawei. It's over.
no, dude,
Yeah.
please just tell me that I'm wrong.
I think you're wrong.
I
don't
believe that Josh is correct in
Yeah.
that it's because you have to consider that it's the same thing at like the Huawei phones where it's a monopoly. It's not like where we have Google's working on their phone, Apple's working on their phone, Samsung's working on their phone. Everybody is working for the government on the same phone. So they can crush it. That's why like they were killing 5G before we even knew what that was.
Really?
So I believe it's about the same with cars, and I'm sure that you could say, oh, maybe they don't have like the materials.
Dude, I just peeped the shirt, dude. You know these Sacred Souls, dude?
Yeah, dude, I saw him.
You saw him?
I saw him.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually
I
really
didn't
cool.
even know you liked them.
I'm a bit of a poser, but I've been listening a lot more since I saw him. But it was cool because they were, I believe it's 3 gentlemen, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
But when I saw him, it was 3 guys. It was 9 people instead of 3.
Dude, I got some pussy because I knew these Sacred Souls.
Dude.
Dude, what a story that is.
But-
But, sorry, back to China.
Back to
we love
back to
China.
the Huawei.
Fucking.
I legitimately get hit with Instagram reels that are, look at this beautiful Chinese.
I see them too.
Come
but, like,
to China. Come to China and come to this beautiful city.
I think
this
we
is
should
what it's
check
like.
it out.
We're going to
I
China
would
trip.
hit the boys China's trip.
But I hear that it's just like a very specific region that is like.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
that's
yes,
true. Like I've
like
heard
you're
like
saying,
the
the coastal
rural
cities.
like area is like a lot like worse than it is here. Like I mean, our rural here like also sucks. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
go
not
like,
the
middle-
greatest.
You go like Appalachia here, like not to be
Yeah, but, like-
disrespectful. Like I mean, they have
It's the fucking
it's hard
DMV,
it's hard
dude.
for it's hard for them, but like
the DMV.
But like, if you go to
have
Appalachia
nothing.
here,
They're
at least you
hooked on
have
drugs.
like,
I believe. I don't want to talk out of my ass. Please stop stepping on the wire for everyone.
yeah, fair enough.
My
It's
bad.
shit.
I somehow, I don't want to say it was the government, but I think it was the government that the people in the DMV That's Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia.
I thought you were talking about.
I
like,
thought you were
like,
talking
the car
about-
place. I was like,
yeah.
what are you
Yeah.
talking about?
What?
I thought you were talking about
Like the
where you get
DMV,
your car,
like where you
registered.
got your license.
The
Oh,
DMV?
dude, what? Anyway,
No, the Delmarva Peninsula.
yeah. And fucking, they got hooked on drugs and all their factory jobs. That's what it was. All the factories were in the DMV, but then we started outsourcing the
Yep.
jobs to China.
Well, it got so
So-
much cheaper to import stuff.
Yeah. So everybody lost their jobs and they started doing drugs, and now it's
Mhm.
like.
But you see that you see that here in Appalachia with factory stuff like that. You see that in the coal regions. You see it out in the Midwest, like Detroit, with the automotive factories. It's the same thing everywhere. Where all of a
Camden,
sudden-
literally right next
Camden.
door.
Yeah.
They
Oh my
got
God.
rid of the
I was
factory
there
in
yesterday. It's so
That's-
many people.
Pitt-
Well,
Camden's actually not as
I just
bad as
heard
it
that
was.
Camden didn't have a single murder all summer.
I did hear that, and I
Dude,
read
this
the
is
comments,
like-
and someone said, "Didn't someone's mom get murdered like June 12th?" And they were like, "Well, the summer starts June
Yeah.
22nd." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh man, we shouldn't be laughing at the death of a.
We shouldn't
of
be
a
laughing,
soul.
So, may they rest in peace.
But
Technically,
I mean, that was a
they
funny
were-
comment.
the
they were
context
murdered
of
for
it is pretty funny. But Camden's on the up and up. I've been there. I work there. I'm actually working there tomorrow. It's pretty nice.
I like the
Between-
waterfront in Camden.
between Rutgers and all the businesses, because it's slowly moving in from the waterfront, where they built all these offices on the waterfront, and now they're refurbishing old businesses, turning them into offices and stuff like that. My dad works right in there, his office.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
When I was there yesterday, like all the buildings were like gone. Like
Really?
it's just like grass and like concrete. And like destroyed buildings that haven't got like taken away yet.
They kind of glassed it.
Yeah.
I work near the Cooper. I
Yeah.
don't work in Cooper. I wish I did. I tell people that I do.
I was gonna say I thought you worked at Cooper.
No, dude. I tell people that I work at Cooper, but I work at like
It's a home, right?
yeah, the home that's near. It's like it's owned by Cooper, and it's the staff is Cooper, but you know I'm not Cooper. I'm MedCorp. But yeah, dude. Camden doesn't seem as bad as it used to. I feel like there's a lot worse places in New Jersey now.
Yeah.
How recent are we talking? Because I feel like I was there like 2 years ago, and it was pretty rough.
I don't know. I
I
was
don't know.
there.
When I was there yesterday, like I just didn't see anyone. There was like 5 homeless people I saw, and that was
Like
it.
when I was there 2 years ago, I was driving to the waterfront to go see a concert. Godsmack actually got tickets for free, dude. Pretty
Tough.
nice. But yeah, there was like maybe like 30 people in an open parking lot, and there was nothing in the parking lot, and they were all just standing around.
Well,
I was
that
like,
wasn't
that's a
my
little weird.
experience. I went off at that probably the same venue,
Yeah, Freedom Mortgage.
Freedom Mortgage, and it was I drove through the heart of the hood, untouched.
Yeah, I
There was not a
walked.
soul out there. They were all just doing their own thing. I mean, I saw kids playing in the street.
Oh really?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
It's kind of nice to see.
Yeah,
dude, they were playing with water gun.
I was there
water
like
guns.
a couple months ago, and I was able to walk probably 8 or 9 blocks at 12 in the morning off 6 beers, and nothing bad happened to me.
It's nice to see it's going in a good direction. Always like
It
to
is.
see stuff going in a positive way.
NJ is on the up.
We hope.
We are back, baby.
I was telling Jeb that we should secede the other day.
The country of New Jersey.
Hell yeah, dude.
I love it.
He was like, we should put dynamite in the Delaware River and make like a, oh my god, what's it called? Like a fault
fault
line,
line.
a fault line so we can drift away.
It would be like in
Shit, we have our own airport.
whatever Batman movie it is where they blow up all the bridges. Like we blew up
Love
every
Batman.
bridge across the Delaware, every bridge across the Potomac.
Oh,
Wait, no.
Is that the Dark Knight?
Yeah, not the Potomac. What's the one by
The Hudson.
Hudson? Thank you.
Dude, what a good cast, dude. I love having Josh and Freeman on. What time are we at?
We are at 49, 11.
49. Can we take a pause so I can pee?
Sure.
And then we'll get back to China.
Back to it.
I love China. Mega church. dude.
That it's an absolute fact that singing is praying twice, Freeman.
Why is that, dude? You don't even go to church. You don't pray at all.
I like watching the
Yeah,
people.
that's
and
what-
even he knows that.
I'm fucking singing at home, bitch.
You're singing?
I'm singing the hymns, bro. I'm reading Psalms.
Dude, I was about to bring up Psalms. You know ball knowledge. Elite.
Oh, I thought you were about to start reciting Psalms.
No, dude, no.
I've gone to church a handful of times for like Easter and Christmas Eve and that kind of stuff with my family, and I think it's really funny when the people like in front of you start singing and they put up their hands. They get like really into
I
it.
feel like
Dude, you
putting up
have
the
to.
hands is kind of extra.
It is a bit extra.
I'd be clapping.
But I like watching it.
Can we go to Black Church?
Black church? I went to black church.
Really? I want to go. I've never been. Like the
Yeah,
vibes
they,
are
like,
immaculate.
jazz it up,
It's
too.
not as cool as this.
Was it not? I just imagine like that one scene in
You
Forrest
said it
Gump.
like you've been to Black Church.
I've been to black church.
Been to Black, where have you been to Black Church?
Cherry Hill.
Nah, you have to
I
go
think
to,
you
like,
gotta go
Louisiana.
south, yeah.
That is a good point. You probably do have to go south. I remember one time when I was
And I heard they make good food after.
I did hear that.
I
Get a little
was
cornbread
not
action going.
aware. We bounced before that, but when I was staying in Kentucky with some family, there was my dad wanted to go to church, but there was no church in the area except for a predominantly black congregation, which wasn't a problem for us, but we stood it out like sore thumbs, and it was kind of boring. I won't lie. There was no fucking cartwheels and singing and dancing like it was in the Blues Brothers.
They get wicked with church down there, though. Like, no matter what church you go, I remember going into a church in, like, I think I was just wearing, like, shorts and a t-shirt. And everybody else, they got their khakis and their button down on.
They're copy and pasted with different color shirts.
They glare at you, though. Like, they're judging
Yeah.
you for not having your best fit on. Your Sunday best, dude.
Your Sunday
I mean,
fit, dude.
honestly, I was ashamed to not have my Sunday best.
They make you feel the shame, dude. I feel like if
They
you
should've
show up, then that's all right. You know,
At the
wear
end,
whatever you want.
they should have struck me down, honestly.
No, dude, come on. If you're there, you're making the effort, and I can respect that.
Absolutely. But I think that's just a culture. It's a different
Yeah.
culture the further south you get.
Love the community it brings, though.
It's absolutely when it's when it's in a constructive fashion, because it
Yeah.
can very quickly turn into something that's a little judgmental and hostile.
Yeah.
Not to sound preachy.
Coincidentally, me and Josh were also just talking about
Yeah,
how some of the worst people that you do know are like they
Devout.
hide behind. The
Well, they're
shield.
not really devout, but like they like claim to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bible
Well,
quote.
that, I said I'm the most vile,
Yeah.
not devout.
Mhm.
But like some of the worst people you know are Christian. They identify as Christians without actually like following the beliefs of it.
And it's all right to tie your faith beliefs into your morals and your political beliefs, but you have to at the same time have your own beliefs, not the ones that actually I don't know if I can get behind what I'm saying right now. I was gonna say you shouldn't let the beliefs that your faith preaches to you define your morals, but
I don't think they do, to be honest. I feel like we live in the first world. It's already established on Christianity and those principles, whether you follow Christianity or not. It's like
They're already worked into our
Yeah.
society.
But it's also like, if you look at it, it's at the end of the day, it's a good set of rules. You could look at
Yeah.
Jesus' golden rule. You could say treat others as you want to be treated. But even if you look at the commandments, it's not a bad set of
Thou
rules.
shalt not kill. Like, I can get
Don't
behind that. I feel like
don't
most
steal.
people can.
Ooh.
Don't be jealous of other women. Don't be jealous of other people's shit. Keep
Don't,
Holy Sabbath Day.
Don't say it's okay to have sex with a 3-year-old if they're not a certain religion. If you know if you know, you know.
Wink, wink.
Wink,
I-
wink.
Nudge, nudge.
Would you care to clarify it? I don't think I'm.
No, he would not.
I don't think I'm
Why-
exactly scooping
We're
up what
not.
you're
We're not
squeezing
clarifying
out.
what he's talking about.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you told me the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's propaganda or not.
You can
It's
cut
not, it's
it.
real.
You can cut this out if you wish.
Alright, yeah. In the Talmud, it says that Jewish men can lay with 3-year-olds if they aren't Jewish. It's crazy.
But like, is that something that they actually follow, or is that?
I mean,
I mean,
See,
I would.
that-
I don't. I
that's
don't
at
think
least
that, I don't think the
in-
majority of them do. Like,
yeah, I don't
I'm sure-
think
I'm
the
sure-
majority of them
What
do,
happens
but
in Israel stays in Israel. There's a reason why all the pedophiles flee there.
We were talking about the China trip. When are we on the Israel trip? I'm trying to kiss that wall.
Dude, you wanna kiss
I'm
the
going there
wall?
to liberate.
Josh is gonna step in.
I'm soloing the IDF.
Dude, all the IDF baddies would take you down.
IDF baddies?
Fucking H3H3's wife would
I was
just pull
just
her
talking
over.
about
I would not fold for her.
Neither would I.
If she
Fuck that
chose?
bitch.
Little
Fuck their
chop.
shit ass clothing line.
She's chopped.
I think so.
Shit.
Did you
She's
see a
an
picture?
Asian-
Yeah, let's see it.
I mean, well, so is he.
Trent,
so.
can you pull it up, please?
He's also just like an awful guy.
Yeah.
Shit.
That was one of those
He's
people.
the guy that used to hang out with Trisha Paytas, right?
Yeah, they made
Really?
a podcast, but they like hated each other. I think.
That's
They
great.
yeah, they just only screamed at each other.
Oh my god, she's so ugly.
He's one of those guys where it was like he was famous, and I always hated him, and I was just waiting for the downfall.
I don't know why he was famous. Like, what did he even do?
See, I don't like him either, but everything that came out with him recently, with like people going after his kids and all, like I don't support that.
That is rough.
You should never involve
Yeah,
children.
well, I don't think anyone does.
You can't. That's sins of the father right there.
Reverence?
I forgot the name of the game.
So did I. I was about to say Lethal Company. What is it, fucking?
Motherfucking
Dude, what is the game? Ready or not? Ready or not?
Ready or Not reference. But that's what the name of the mission is based on. It's sin. You can't blame the child for the sins of the father.
It's a good
There you go,
quote.
dude. No, you cannot. For shame on the IDF. For shame on
You can't-
HHU's wife for being so ugly.
You can't
I
blame.
don't know what's worse.
You can't blame Jeb's son.
Well,
for
she's both,
Jeb's
so-
sins. What if
Those
we had
credits are
what if we had mandatory service like that? How'd you guys feel?
I would not.
I think that would be fine.
2 years? You would
Like
run
2
up 2 years?
years. I'd run up 2
I think like
years.
logistically, like even
Yeah,
just
I
like
don't
logistically
think
speaking,
it's
though,
that
like the majority of like Americans are not fit to go in the military.
They're bringing
like,
it back
physically.
though. Trump's bringing back the presidential fitness test or something. No,
No, I heard
That's for the
about that.
president.
I
no,
heard
it's
about
not.
that.
Like the
It's
president
not
has to
for
pass
the
the test.
No,
Yes,
the
it
president
is.
tells everybody to take the test. You
Yeah,
jackass.
he's right on
What
this,
are you talking
Josh.
about? Are you talking about the one in school?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fitness
I
The
know what
fitness
you're
gram
talking
pacer test.
Do you see who appointed like the head of it? Or do you know what I'm talking about?
No. I
It was like a
laughed.
former NFL player who was on the sex offender list in Florida.
He's got Triple H in the sex offender registration. Spearheading the fucking.
He went up on stage and he was like, I don't know why I'm here, but I'm here to help.
No way.
I swear to God, I don't remember his name. It was like in Florida. He like had like a 16-year-old prostitute or something like that.
Oh my gosh. For shame.
For shame.
We do not condone 16-year-old prostitutes on the podcast.
Oh, I thought he said 6.
No, 16. I mean,
I mean, what happens in Florida stays in Florida.
Whoa.
I don't know. I got out.
You say get out.
Bro's got to he's got to flee to Israel now.
Gotta go to Greece. I heard that's where. I
Yeah,
heard
Greece
that's the
too.
spot.
That's
What?
where Tom Hanks went.
That's where Tom Hanks went.
What, is there like no age of consent laws?
There's no
Extradition.
yeah, no
Alright.
extradition. Same with Israel.
Wait, Tom Hanks is involved in all that?
Yeah.
Supposedly. Supposedly he's a creep.
Are we talking about
Forrest Gump.
what we're talking about? Woody?
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, Toy Story.
Woody.
There's I feel like everybody involved that's like up there.
Most people in Hollywood seem to be like involved or know something or know somebody involved,
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
which is kind of like scary. It's hard to like look up to role models nowadays.
If you're looking up to role models of TV.
I'm like J. Cole.
Yeah, dude. Bro eats cheeseburgers with no cheese.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's J. Cole, dude. He's so humble, dude. He rides his bike everywhere. Everyone knows
I
that.
was talking about fucking no role models.
Oh, J. Cole eats cheeseburgers with no cheese because he's so humble, dude. You didn't know this?
What the fuck
What
are
are
you
you talking about?
What are you on?
I think you've said this to me once at Heritage, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then we never spoke of it again. And you brought it up now.
What are you on about?
J.
dude?
Cole is so humble. He
I
knows
I
that.
didn't ask him when he said it to me at Heritage. I just thought maybe it was like an inside joke, and I wasn't aware. But I was just like, "All right, bro,
No, dude, he's so humble.
say your piece."
He's so humble.
That he eats cheeseburgers with no cheese.
But what do you have against J. Cole?
J. Cole is a shithead.
No, dude,
Fucking-
he's so humble.
Yo, look at that guy's head.
That guy's had huge.
Look at that guy. Dude, I just saw.
He's so into the game.
Yo, he's the Cardinal, dude. Imagine dressing up like that and your
I thought
team
you were
is
just like an
3-17.
I didn't even put it together.
Soon to be 6 to
That's
17.
Cardinal.
57-yard field goal attempt. We'll see.
57 yards.
57 yards.
That's more than half the field.
Yeah.
He still
Bang.
makes it. Bang. Tacos like I'm Puerto Rican.
Dude, he got a new house, dude.
Did he?
Yeah, him and his paw.
What does he call his name? Shitty? No.
The Floyd?
No. Floyd is.
His dad?
His dad.
It's so funny. Hold on.
I saw the Instagram story. It was
You have him on the gram?
Oh no, not the gram.
Oh, Snapchat. I saw it too.
I just saw the first post. And it was like, damn, and then.
You almost Tuesdays?
Guy that used to sell us alcohol.
Wait, I know that guy. He comes to my heritage all the time.
You know
He's
Sheik
a fucking weirdo. Dude,
Hold this. I have his signature on this wall.
Bro, the other day he came into our work and started like recording everyone like secretly, and we
Yeah,
saw him like
he's-
do it, and we were like, "What the fuck?"
He's like that. So that's Sal. What's his name?
Something. This is his order.
Sal
I had him sign
something.
it.
Sheik Alabab Muhammad on Instagram.
He knows my order.
That happened at
Wait, what
13, right?
He pretty much is just
I think
like
I
a drug
remember
dealer.
that too.
Okay, that makes
I wasn't
sense.
there for that, but
Like,
I
if-
remember
if you're
He
on-
gets a bacon, egg, and cheese.
He
Extra,
loves
extra
the
butter,
hairy egg, bro.
extra bacon and burnt.
He got banned from a hockey arena for beating the fuck out of like a 16-year-old or something.
I thought you were gonna say you brought him like a hairy egg to a
No,
hockey
he
game.
got in like an altercation with a minor, and they
a
like
6-year-old.
16.
Oh, 16. I was gonna say there's a difference between like a minor and a 6-year-old. Like, they're both minors, but
Yeah.
One's
No,
more
six-
minor.
He
than
pretty
the
much.
other.
It's just like if you're under 21 and you're like if you're a high schooler and you need Bev, you slide up on the story and he charges you like double.
Yeah,
Oh
he
my God.
he truly does. What car was he driving?
The Floyd.
The Ford. He
Yeah.
calls his car the
That
Ford.
thing is ridiculous though. It's a Pontiac.
Fiera.
Yeah, fair. No. Pontiac
I know what you're
something.
thinking.
I don't know.
you know what I'm thinking?
Yeah, I know.
Every time.
Every time.
What are you?
I didn't want
think?
to say it though.
What was
You're
y'all
good, you're
thinking?
good.
you
good.
just read my mind.
And
Every time I
he's
hear-
got a Ford Ranger that's like, the bed is one color, the doors are one color, the hood's one color, the body's red. And you hit him on Snapchat. You say, "Yo, let me get a
I need a
vape.
30-pack of Coors Light. He's like, all right, that'll be $70.
Let me get the worst vape cartridge of all time." And he's like, "Clayton Rite Aid." You run up to Clayton Rite Aid, he slides for you, and that's it.
What a hero. We
There-
need these men in our community.
There was a time where the I don't know if it's a Walgreens or a CVS across from Plasma. That
Yeah.
intersection. He's like, "Yo, meet me." He's like, "Meet me here." And then he's like, "Yo, there's ops around here. We got, you know what a walk around is? You ever see Sopranos? You know what a walk around is? We got to walk around CVS and do this drug deal in the CVS." So then I walked around with CVS with him, and he told me about his scandal of like beating the fuck out of a 16-year-old at a hockey rink. Slid me the vape, and then we parted ways.
Can you go into depth on the 16-year-old story?
That's all
Memories
I know.
foggy?
It was just like an altercation where I think it got physical, and he like hit someone or something. And he just loves hockey, dude. He wants to
Dude.
play hockey so bad, and he got banned.
Much love for the bro. I hope he does well. I mean,
He's literally just a South Jersey dirtbag.
It happens, dude. Someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to.
It's kind of a good business model.
Someone's
It's
gotta
not,
do it.
dude. He lives with his parents.
It's Smokey. Is it Smokey?
He's like 37.
Is that what he calls his
He's
dad?
37?
Pokey. It's Pokey.
Pokey.
It's fucking Pokey, dude. Pokey's got a nice crib. is
Pokey's
what
got
he-
he's living with his dad is also like he looks like a corpse. his dad is like gray.
Dude, he was in a coma.
he
He was in a coma for like 4 days.
Why do you know so much information on this guy?
Because he
'Cause he
posts
po-
every
every
second
s-
of his life on his Snapchat story, dude. And then
Oh
when
shit! Do you remember the Dom Tracy thing?
Dom Tracy.
He. So do you guys know who Dom Tracy is?
He's from Williamstown, right?
Yeah,
that guy,
he is
yeah.
like a vlogger from Williamstown. Dom Tracy posted a video where he's like, I got into this fight. This crazy guy chased me through Walmart. And it's Mr. Mo. It's Sheikh Alabab Muhammad. And then it comes out that it was fake. It was staged. And then there was another video of like, the crazy guy from Walmart chased me to my house and showed up to my house.
Shit. He was internet famous, dude.
He was, but he went into a coma for a day. And then his sister took his phone. His sister, who like hates him, like posted on his Snapchat. I don't know who the fuck all you people are on Snapchat, but he's in the hospital with a coma. Got out of the coma after a day. Went to Denny's. Started, like those 99-cent shooters?
Yeah.
Started crushing 99-cent shooters and went back into a coma for another 2 days.
I was gonna ask, what classifies as a coma? Because like a day, I don't know about you guys, but
That's a good
I've
night's
slept a day. I slept a whole day
no,
before.
like,
Well, I think it's usually can't be like waking up. Like
It was like he was in the hospital in a coma. That's about all I know.
Oh, dude, that's so funny.
But like it was literally like his sister on his story, like, please, like, send T's and P's, send some thoughts and prayers. Next, you click the next thing, he's in Denny's, and then he's in a liquor store parking lot pounding vodka shooters. And then the next it's good, but he's back in the hospital in another coma.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I love it.
he's like a local Daniel Larson.
He literally is. And if like it's that kind of, it's like the Judge where like him from the Harry. Like I was talking to this girl I went to middle school with, and she's like, you know Mr. Mo? Like she went to Williamstown High School. It's like, you know Sheikh Alabab?
Dude, she knows Sheik?
She knew Sheik, bro.
She knew the Sheik?
She was like, that guy is a scumbag. I was like,
No, dude, he's misunderstood.
he's not. I don't think he is.
No, he is, dude. He's doing the best he can.
Dude, go get a job at McDonald's.
Alright. There you go, dude. This is Guys on Couches. You know, we're just so happy that you guys tuned in. To all the loyal viewers at home, and shout out to Billy Woodburn.
Shout out to Billy for really being like the first person to watch every episode.
We truly love you, bro. Him,
Always love
Greg,
Billy.
Owen. Shout out,
There we
dude.
go.
If you're a loyal viewer, drop your name in the comments below. We'll definitely reach out and say hello. But that's just, you know, at the end of the day, at the end of the episode, we just continue to be 3, 2, 1.
Guys
on
couches.
couches.
That's a wrap, guys.
That's a wrap.